Good morning, my dear ladies. Good morning, my dear gentlemen. Leonardo da Vinci is one of the greatest geniuses of all time. His painting Mona Lisa, or La Gioconda, is the most famous painting in the world. He was an Italian painter, sculptor, architect, anatomist, mechanic, engineer, and natural philosopher. Da Vinci is not a family name, but a reference to his birthplace, Vinci, near Florence. Leonardo was the illegitimate son of a well-known notary and his maid. He grew up with his wealthy father in Florence. He was interested in music and drawing from an early age. His master, Verrocchi, recognized his great talent. Over the next few years, he worked successfully on paintings with friends such as Sandro Botticelli and Perugino. Leonardo painted his pictures from nature. He painted his portraits against a background landscape. He had many notebooks in which he did plant and animal studies. After receiving several orders for altar pieces, he was given a position at the court of the Sforza, the Dukes of Milan, in 1481. Leonardo worked for the Sforza for 20 years. He was very well groomed and elegant. He organized garbage collection in boats of the Milan, in Milan, yes, in Milan, and was involved in the completion of the Milan Cathedral. He made many notes on geometry, statics, anatomy, and light and shadow. He also studied horses closely. He also painted equestrian statues and the human figure. The first version of the Madonna in the Rocks grotto was created between 1483 and 1486. It is now, today, in the Louvre in Paris. A second version is in the National Gallery in London. In the 1480s, he made sketches of weapons, war machines, flying machines, and ships. His famous mural, The Last Supper, was created between 1494 and 1498. In 1499, he left Florence and went to Venice and then to Mantua to see Isabella d'Este. His portrait of her is in the Louvre. From 1503 to 1505, he worked on the portrait of the Mona Lisa. Again, it is still a mystery today whether it is a woman or a man. Leonardo kept the picture until his death. It has been in the Louvre since 1804. In 1513, Leonardo was called to Rome and was given his own studio. But Raphael and Michelangelo, who were working on the Sistine Chapel at the time, were supported by the Pope. Leonardo suffered from the intrigues in the Vatican and from illness. After 2 years, Leonardo returned to Florence in 1515. There he was introduced to the young French king Francis I, who invited him to France with a new home and great honors. He spent the last 2 years of his life in the Clos-Lucé castle in Amboise. He was active until the end, planning a new palace in Amboise. Leonardo, the wise uomo universale, painted various water sketches of the flood shortly before his death. He died in 1519 at the age of 67. King Francis I is said to have wept. His notebooks, drawings, and sketches consists of around 6,000 pages. His manuscripts were only found in the 19th and 20th centuries and were thus appreciated late. I want to show you a wonderful portrait of Leonardo, also very famous. Typical Renaissance, so beautiful. And 2 women. I hope you enjoy it. Till the next.